The Boston Celtics have been the best team in the NBA this year. It's not even close. They're the first team to 50 wins, and they've been one of the best teams in NBA history per the net rating. This team really has no weaknesses, and they should be able to go out and win their first NBA championship in a long time. They've won 13 of 15 games. They are top 5 in the net rating in NBA history. This is a historically great team. Like I said, they have no real weaknesses. We watched the Golden State Warriors try and guard them the other night, and they decided, okay, we're going to sag off of Jaylen Brown, and he exposed them for 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he didn't even need that long to do it. He only played 22 minutes in that game, and he shot 11 of 19 from the field and 5 of 10 from 3 in, like we said, 22 minutes. Really good numbers there from Jaylen Brown, who has had a really good season. The haters will say he hasn't had a good season, but he has had a fairly efficient season. I mean, he's shooting at 50% from the field. He's averaging 22.3 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.1 steals, and he's on the best team in the NBA that has 4 legitimate guys that could go for 25. They could go for 20 on any given night, and he's still shooting 50% from the field. 5.6 attempts from 3 on 35% is not exactly ideal, but he can get hot. Now, yes, his stats are down a little bit. He's minus 4 points per game and minus a rebound and a half per game from last year, but his field goal percentage is up 1 point and his 3-point percentage is up 2 points. Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, both of those guys coming in has brought his average down, but we have to stop the Jaylen Brown hate. I mean, this guy is still a legitimate number 2 option on the best player in the NBA, and the best player on the best team in the NBA should be the MVP. Jayson Tatum has been one of the most outstanding players in the NBA this year. Definitely should be in the MVP conversation. His stats aren't as crazy as like Shea or anything like that, but he's averaging 27 points, 8.5 rebounds on 48% shooting from the field and 36% shooting from 3 on 8.5 attempts. Now, I think he needs to stop taking so many threes. He is much better around the rim. As you see, 56% from 2-point range on 11 attempts, while he's 36% from 3-point range. I think he needs to get to the rim. I mean, he's 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", somewhere in there. We'll never know. He's still 19 years old, so he still could be growing. But, you know, he is elite when he gets downhill. He's really tough to stop. He needs to stop taking so many step-back threes. His stats are also down a little bit because of, the other guys they've brought in, but they bring in the perfect point guard for this team with Drew Holiday, who I think is worlds better than Marcus Smart, even though their stats are very similar. You can see him here. The big difference is the efficiency. 48% from the field versus 43, is that what I said? And then, 45% from 3 versus 33. Also averages less turnovers, a few less assists, but Drew averages a lot of rebounds as well. And like we said, 35% from 3. Come on now. On 5 attempts, 1 steal, 0.8 blocks a game, 33 minutes a night. Drew Holiday, you can't say enough. This was one of the, everybody talks about the Dame trade. The Celtics were the biggest winner of the Dame trade. I don't think you can really debate that. The Milwaukee Bucks are a little bit dysfunctional right now with all the new coaching stuff, and the Celtics are just out here laughing. They are 5 games better than anybody else in the league. And then another thing that has really gone their way is that Kristaps Porzingis has been able to play in 75% of the games this year. And not just play, he's been very, very good. 20.3 points per game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, doing a little bit of everything down low in the post for this Celtics team. 53% shooting from the field, 38% from 3 on 5 attempts in 30 minutes a game for the Celtics. And he's been an X factor for them this year compared to years past. They just have such a loaded roster. This big three, they all go get you 20 a night. Not can, they do. And in the playoffs, I think it'll be even better because Porzingis is just a universal mismatch. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a break here. Make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying today's video at any point. As you can see, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so if that is you, go ahead and fix that. Now let's continue on here. Looking at the best starting 5 in the NBA, the Nuggets are a close second, but right now, they've got 7 more wins than the Nuggets, and yes, they could be coasting a little bit, but they have a historic net, which is at around 11, depending on how tonight's results go, but they have a historic net, they have a historic starting 5, and, Derek White, their fifth starter, isn't even. You can't find a weakness with this team. This guy is really. He's the best role player other than like Aaron Gordon, I think, in the entire NBA. 15.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Because he's not, truly a star, but he is the best role player in the league. I think you could fit Drew into that star category, just based off his Milwaukee days. But Derek White, this dude is exceptional. 40% from 3 on 7 attempts, 1.1 steals, 1.2 blocks, and he shoots at 47% from the field. The new guys, I think, that could come in and make a little bit of a difference. Jaden Springer, I'm honestly very surprised that he hasn't played that much, especially with Drew missing some time. He's only scored like 3 or 4 times for the Celtics. He's appeared in 7 games. And then Xavier Tillman has been all right. Nothing crazy. He's only played in 4 games as well, only playing 9 minutes a night. So both of those guys, I thought they could be somewhat of a help, and maybe they're still getting acclimated to Boston. But other than them, the bench unit has been hooping. And unbeknownst to everybody else, I saw this the other day when I was doing some research. Sam Hauser is a top 5 defensive forward in the NBA. Per crafted NBA. That is crazy work. 8 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, 1 assist in 21 minutes for Sam Hauser. Add that to the list of stats that I did not have a clue of. 45% from the field, 42% from 35 attempts. Everybody knows he can shoot it. Maybe I'm just a casual and don't watch him clamp up on the defensive side of the ball. But, love putting on for the shooting community, still being able to play a little bit of defense. Al Horford, 8 points a game, 6.7 rebounds, and a block. And, what he's doing is incredible. 50, 40, 90 splits at 37 years old. Not quite got the free throw part, but still, the other two, that is elite. And then Peyton Pritchard, about 8 points per game off the bench as the backup point guard for the Celtics. 3.2 rebounds and 2.7 assists in 20 minutes per night. He's shooting at about 44% from the field, 37% from 3 on 4.5 attempts per game for the 26-year-old. So overall, really solid bench. They also have a couple of backup centers, not one, but 2, with Neemias Queta and Luke Cornett. And then Xavier Tillman can also get into that action, as we've talked about him. The outlook for this Celtics team. Right now, they're playing the Jazz. So, yes, this video was recorded before the Jazz game, so you can't go down, oh, what are you talking about? They've won more than 50 games. No, I didn't get to see the end of the Jazz game. I went ahead and made this video. So, they played at Utah. I'm assuming they will win this game. Then they play Phoenix, at Washington, and then Detroit. So, they should win 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more games in a row. They should have no problem going 6-2. And I think, that you're the best team in the NBA. You need to win those other 2 games. Nice little 8-game stretch here that is fairly easy. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. That's why, the Boston Celtics, historic team, they should win the NBA championship this year. I think they're the best team in the league right now. If you have any disagreements, let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to like button and hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.